We will now manufacture a product that requires multiple processes to work in parallel. Think about a snowboard manufacturer. When you make a snowboard, you might want to cut boards. At the same time, you want to print decals. And while the decals are still printing, you might want to apply the edges to the cutout boards and then unite everything here in the press. Once the snowboard was pressed, you can mount the bindings, send it to quality inspection, to tuning, and then to shipping. So let's build this process. We call it snowboard, and we start at cutting the boards, bringing them to apply the edges, then move from apply edges to the press, from there to the binding mount, the quality inspection, to tuning, and finally to shipping. Now we said the decals are printed in parallel and get reunited only at the press. We add the root, and now the key is to make sure that the kickoff diverging type is split. This means that when you kick off a new lot, it will be split amongst all the starting points of the process. In this case, the lot will be split between the decal printing and the cutting station. So we can see this by navigating to the lot view, where we see the new snowboard process, and we can release a lot into it. Let's call this Mighty Snowman at quantity 1, and we create the lot. Now once we go to any of the stations like the decal station, we can start working on our product and pull it in from the queue. So we kick off one snowboard to be made, and we can now start working on it at the printing station. At the same time, the lot has been released to the cut board station, where the workers can now see that there is an order to cut an appropriate wooden board. Now let's see what happens when we move the decal forward to the press. So we move the printed decal to the press, which can be seen here, but it turned gray because we cannot advance the product any further before not all of the other components have arrived at the merging station, which is the press in this case. So what we need to do is we need to go to cut boards, actually do cut our board and move it to the apply edges station. And then we have to go to the apply edges station and move it to the press. And now the lot has turned from gray to white, and we are able to work on it in the press. All right, let's grab it and do something to it, press it, move it forward, and there we are at binding. This is how to create a process with parallel processes.